Hey, so today we're recording a rock band. They're called the Silent Mile, and they've got a lot of early 2000s emo influence. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna record it track by track, and just wanted to show you some of the recording process, starting with the drum setup.
It kind of sounds like that Story of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds pretty great. And Kelsey says a brand new head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the head needs to be broken in. So this is a nice thing to do as you're working new heads in.
Okay.
It just starts to break it in a little quicker.
Right.
So it'll go out of tune less when you're working with it. I think we could experiment going a little higher on the bottom, which is just start going around, make sure you count to 10, make sure you get everyone, and give them that like 8th turn kind of kick up on them. And so now flip it back over, and so we made a small adjustment. We don't want to waste any time fine tuning it or anything. We just want to know, do we like the tone a little better now or not? Because if we I think it's getting cooler and poppier sounding. So we want to continue in that direction. We want to flip it back over and do another 8th turn. And now if it sounds worse, then we just pop it back to where we were.
Then we know. Yeah.
Not even that much. Just a little tweak. Because yeah, we could pop that head really easily. And again, we'll just see here. Does it real quick? Does it sound better? Does it sound worse?
It has that same background ring to it now.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's funny you play that. I always think Spin Doctors. You're not gonna like that reference. Two princes. They've whatever the fuck that song. Let's actually do the kick now. I'm gonna take one rolled up like this, and that's gonna sit against the head, the powder head. That's the start. Alright, try that, start. Now I think we're actually gonna tune up the front end because the drum has it's like not really singing at all yet. So let's see if that's made improvement. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting some punch to it now. Alright, try that. So I gotta turn the front head so we can get this hole up to a higher point so we can stick the mic in it. And I was liking where the front head was tuned on this kick. So I used the tune bot just to tell it it's 38 hertz.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's good enough. Let me try padding it up, see if that gets us any more of a deeper sound.
What scene has
That's tuned very low for the size of that drum. Loosen up all the lugs and start to get them barely hand tight here. And then just take them, tighten them all down evenly. We'll just do a quarter turn and start. Sounds great.
It's a little better.
Let's throw a mute on it, but it's such a little drum, and I don't even like using full mutes anyway.
I like that a lot.
Not a bad tuning range, but probably higher on the bottom because this is a pretty small drum actually. And then it's probably too low on the top too. So yeah, it's a little low. now that they're pretty even, we'll just start cranking it up. So that's actually, like, just from experience, that's probably in the range of where it should be. So
Nice.
we'll go from there.
Much better already.
Let's just, like, make this easy and we'll just take this one down to,
Okay.
again, like the finger tight thing, which is pretty.
If we need to. This one sounds sweet. That's exactly.
So let's kind of copy the rack tom approach, and we'll put 2 on top and one on the bottom.
That matches better.
The idea with the bottom
Nice.
snare mic is to angle it away from the kick drum beater, or else you'll end up getting too much of that. And we got so much room here. Let's just this isn't always the case, but let's just angle it where the back is directly facing the hi-hat. So that'll cancel as much hi-hat as possible.
Is the top mic and the bottom mic, do they have to be the same distance from the heads?
It's not a bad idea, but I wouldn't say they have to be exactly the same distance. Mainly, you're picking up a really different sound. You really don't want the bottom snare mic too close to the snare, or it'll just sound like this is actually a sneaky little angle here that I think will work well. This is just a really iconic hi-hat mic. Sure, SM81.
Whenever I see this, I
like,
think it's like the top
seen them on
100.
kids
I do too.
since the
Every
70s.
single time,
for sure.
And this one, I don't know. It's an AT4041 and works well on the ride. I love these gooseneck stands for these for ride and hi-hat purposes. So, any guesses why it's aimed where it's aimed?
As much as the rest of it.
Yeah, we just want to literally, if we could, just the hi-hat and the mic.
So for this guy, do we want to like turn it in yonder direction, so we're
Yeah,
to some extent?
yeah, definitely. Maybe we can sneak it right in here. We'll see. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, that's pretty ideal there. And yeah, kind of do something like that. Again, we're going for that really separated, wide sound, so we're gonna place these really wide, pan them really wide. Easy way to make the drums wider. Overheads, just spread them as far out to the sides as we can, reasonably. But that's just one consideration. Another is balancing all the cymbals in those mics. This one is just gonna end up being closer to the kit no matter what.
Right.
Because both mics need to be the same distance from the snare drum. This one's gonna end up being tall. Yeah.
Won't the cymbals sound different though, from left to right?
Well, it's a balancing act. You need to get it's a bit of a...
Snare's always gotta be in the middle, right?
Yeah, the snare has to be the same distance from each overhead, and there's a perfect combination of same distance from the snare and same distance from your 2 main crash cymbals. Literally gonna get the tape measure out, because you just have to. You have to be exactly the same distance from the snare. At about 45 there, and 45 there. Nice. How good is that cover? And then we're like, well, what are we? We're about 24 from that crash. I think we're gonna be farther here. Yeah, we're in the ballpark of 24.
Like
this could be about where we want it. Yeah, and then you just aim these guys right at the snare drum. Kind of look down them and aim for the snare drum. So these are figure 8. They're going to pick up on this side and this side, reject this side. So we aim the side that rejects at the drum set, so they can be fairly close to the drum set and be picking up more of the sound of the room than the drum set. And these ones we're going to go a little more wide with too, just to kind of keep enhancing that stereo width thing we're going for, separation. So in this case we do want them we want them about the same distance from the kit, but we're not going to go from the snare, we'll just sort of go from the middle of the kit. Alright, awesome, coming along great. Just give me a few strong hits on the first tom, please. Yeah, go back to playing that beat for me, please. Or 5. Okay.
I haven't either. I think it's brand new.
All right, so now we can. This is fun because you can.
Actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we want to get.
The juice.
Hey, Steven, you can come in and kind of check out what we're doing here. We're listening to your rock kick drum sound right now,
Right.
and now we're going to use some of this EQ. So,
It's getting pretty punchy.
yeah, what I'm doing is kind of probably overshooting it a bit, but then I just click them back, just so we don't overdo it. And this is kind of counterintuitive, but 150 sounds awesome. Maybe that's kind of some of the resonance we're missing. So it sounds pretty wimpy without the analog EQs on there. Let's get some EQs going on the snare. So I actually added a lot of body, and I know we're going for this really kind of pinging snare sound, but we do kind of need more body than you think to it just to have it there. So one of the cool things about these EQs is there's fixed frequency points and fixed gain, so you have to, there aren't unlimited options, so you kind of have to, it makes the choice easy, like, does this sound better than this? Click, click. And so we get a really nice sound, but I always have to click it back, especially on snare. You have to back off what you did, because you get the snare sounding amazing, but you're not thinking about how much open hi-hat is in that mic, and it just ends up getting really harsh. Alright, so we got the drums all mic'd up, they're sounding good, and we're gonna get into the process of getting scratch tracks for the guitar. One thing I like to do there is to get the guitarist and the drummer, or the whole band if possible, jamming together on the songs that they're going to record, and rather than establishing an arbitrary tempo, figure out what tempo they play it naturally and go to that exact tempo. It just makes everything flow with the click track a lot better, a lot easier. Alright, so we got Hunter hooked up with his guitar just right in this direct box for this purpose, and we're gonna set him up with an amp plugin. So good old Pod Farm, can't go wrong. Usually what I ask people to do is like go from their easiest songs to their hardest songs, because at some point we're probably gonna bang our heads against the wall on some song.
Gonna get more tired.
Yeah. So might as well save it till after we've gotten a bunch of the basics down for some of the easier songs. All right, so whenever you're ready, it's rolling. That's sounds amazing. Definitely don't tire yourselves out. So let me play a little bit of that back for you, and you can tell me if you think we're at a good tempo. So what we do is maybe grab about 4 bars of the drums and guitar, and we're gonna find tempo based on that. Wow. You guys killed it. That was really
I was like, he's not stopping, so I'm not gonna stop.
You're right on top of the click. I mean, I felt like I was working on some other things, but I didn't feel like you really got off the click too much at all.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But you could hear the click okay, it sounded like. To play along. And yeah, so yeah, I'll let you guys go on playing, because that was a sneaky way of just getting a scratch track for the guitar.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
I was like, he's not stopping, let's just keep
So
going.
so we got a scratch track for the guitar for that song, so now you can play to that, and Hunter doesn't have to play every single time. So yeah, try it out. It'll be a 4 count, then do your 4 stick clicks, and then into the song. It's sounding perfect.
Yeah,
it's sounding really perfect.
I have to have the
The
headphones.
most important thing is that you get that amazing feel through the whole song that you're doing.
Okay.
And that you just continue the song through. And I guess what I would say that we should do is just for you to, for one thing, not really worry about whether you're nailing every fill or not, but think about the song as a whole. Do like these 2 or 3 takes, and chances are, if you miss the fill on one take, you nailed it on another take.
Okay.
And we can just swap in those fills.
Nice.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That was magic. That was the
That's
take.
one.
That was the take.
It's like,
Absolutely. Yeah, I would not do another take on this song. I also thought you like brought an extra power into like every snare hit on that last take. I feel like you're finding the spot to really.
When you
get some
really
fun
like
out of it.
get at it,
Yeah.
to get that whip,
For one song.
for me it's about like an hour of playing, and
Oh,
then
okay.
that's no longer like I strain it at first, so I have to like keep off of it, but after a while of playing, it's like loose enough to kind
Okay,
of
yeah,
whack
that
it
happened.
more.
That's cool. All right, sounding great. So let me. I'm gonna go through some different takes, and I think we should make sure we have all the fills that we need before we move on to the next song. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start from the top and kind of go through and listen, find best fills, stuff like that. And that sounds great, but let's just see what else we have there. All right, gonna go with that one. That's just a little more consistent. It's a very subtle difference, but I think I want to actually shift gears slightly and do a really quick vocal scratch track. So,
Oh god.
are you gonna be able to handle that, Hunter, or?
Oh, me. The ink is faded and the paper wrinkled.
Yeah, no, that was really perfect. All right, yeah. So now let's check out that verse and hear if we like the drums. Perfect, dude. I love how you arranged that. Open the hi-hat, play some fills.